What's going on, everybody? My name is Zach. I'm the head coach at Dogtown Barbell Club here in North Little Rock, Arkansas. Our main focus is on the Olympic weightlifting movements, that is the snatch, the clean and jerk, and all the fun accessories that make us successful in those two lifts. So what we are doing with our new YouTube channel here is we want to break down the sport of Olympic weightlifting to make it easier and more digestible for the general public. So we know you see this on the Olympics, you see it on TV, you've seen it in CrossFit, where people are throwing these heavy weights over their head. You may think, oh, that's crazy, I don't think I could ever do that, or it's dangerous and we shouldn't be doing that. And so what I want to do is to break things down, show you how we get to those points, how we get those heavier loads overhead safely, efficiently, effectively, and then introduce you to the sport of weightlifting as a whole, and hopefully be able to inspire you to be interested in coming in, giving it a shot with us or at another gym, or joining one of our online teams or programs to make you a better weightlifter, better athlete for sport, or just more strong and have some fun with some friends while you're doing it. So how we're going to kick things off is with the basic bottom position for the snatch. The snatch is a singular movement from the ground to overhead. We don't pause at the chest. We're going to literally pull, extend, and snap the bar over our head in one fluid motion. But today, all we're talking about is the start to lift off. So what does that mean? That means we're going to learn how to take the bar from the floor to the top of our knee, and that is it. We're going to get the first step in here, then we'll come back later and talk about how to improve that position from the knee to the hip, and then eventually from the hip to overhead. So how we're going to do this is I'm going to hit play here on the video. We're going to watch Coach Jake, my brother, who is our head coach of our movement, our functional fitness, group fitness class. He was kind enough to come over and break down some of these movements for me. So we're going to go through these with him and see how he does it. We'll adjust some things, check some things as we go. But excited to have the channel, excited for you to come view it with us, and let's see how this works out. Coach Jake's pretty good at the snatch, so should have some pretty good movement here for us to break down. All right, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. All right, so Coach Jake is in a good start position. Back is flat. Knuckles are pointed down and arms are extended. He's pulling to the top of the knee. We pause here. We see how his arms stay extended. Chest is up. The whole time the chest stays out over the bar. This is going to be a full speed movement. Good. All right, so from the front here, we're going to take a look at Knuckles, see how they're pointed down. When he pulls up, he doesn't open his chest up, so his chest isn't pointing at the wall in front of him. It's still pointed at the ground. You can see by that red dog on his shirt. Still pointed down. Don't want to open up our chest and make it go crazy. Here's a good point for us to take a look at. So from the side, we can see here how his hips stay above the knee, but don't get extended all the way out to where his hamstrings are long. They stay loaded up. And then we're going to have a full speed movement here. And you will see him pull up, arms stay bent, chest stays over the bar. We don't go crazy. We keep everything intact there. So, a couple of key points from that start to lift off position in the snatch. First point is our knuckles always start pointed down. So we never want to be like this with the bar pointed towards the wall. Always want your knuckles pointed towards the floor. It gets us into that good position with our arms without having them flexed. It's hard to flex like this. We want them flexed down. That way we have the good start position. Hands are in the right spot, and we go. Always, always, always we want to hook grip the bar. So we put our thumb on the bar, wrap our fingers around it, and lock in. That's going to allow some extra stress to be applied to the hand without us losing that grip. It's pretty tough as we add weight, especially because our hands are so wide. To maintain that grip, we want to make sure we have that hook locked in. That's a pretty standard thing you see across the sport of weightlifting. I don't know of anyone who is a high-level lifter or someone who's very competent in the sport that does not utilize that hook grip. It's pretty unanimous that that's how we need to do this. All right, so what do we need to do first when we pull from the floor? As we saw Coach Jake, he lifts his hips slightly, pulling his shins vertical to make way for the bar without moving his chest up. So we're not opening at the hip and throwing our chest real tall. We want to stay over the bar throughout the first pull and the second pull for that matter. But if we were to put a laser on our chest, it's going to touch the platform. It's never going to point up at the wall until we hit that full extension to go overhead. So make sure our chest stays directed at the floor, not opening too quick and opening our body up allowing us to throw the bar out in front of us. We got to keep that thing tight when we go through full extension to get it overhead. Second thing we want to pay attention to is do not early arm pull. So some people you'll see have this really funky where they'll yank it from the floor and they'll flex their bicep up real tight. That is not the most efficient way to get the bar moving or to finish this lift. It may seem counterintuitive. You may think you want to just rip that thing up real fast, but there's a method to the madness, and we need to keep those arms locked out and extend it all the way through the hip, and then we'll drive up and finish with a big pull. Okay, final, when we go up to the knee, we never want to open up our hamstrings, never want to open up our chest. We want to keep our chest down. We want to keep our hamstrings loaded. We don't want to get them long. We want to be able to athletically move through the movement and finish into the hip. But for here, we're just looking to come up to the knee. So we're pulling the bar straight up, shins getting vertical, chest staying over the bar, and hips rising with the knee, not shooting up. We don't want our butt sticking up in the air just to get the bar to the knee, and we don't want them sunk in the hole where our chest is shooting really tall and pointing at the wall in front of us. Always remember, if you're gonna remember anything from this video, one, if there's a laser pointer on your chest, we want it to be able to touch the wood of the platform. We never want it going up the wall with us until we hit extension. Two, make sure we hook grip and put our knuckles down for every lift that we start. And then three, don't let those hamstrings get long. We don't want our butt shooting up. It's not supposed to point at the wall behind us. We should not have a back that's flat. We should have an angle at our back, keeping our hips low, slightly above our knee throughout that pull, finishing in a strong position to jump and catch at the top. So that's our breakdown of the snatch liftoff. We'll have some more supplementary information on the snatch liftoff as we go through this week. That is the movement that we are focused on here. So I hope you enjoy this. I hope you got something out of it. If you're interested in the sport of weightlifting, at Dogtown Barbell on Instagram, dogtownbarbell@gmail.com. Shoot us a message, shoot us an email. We'll get you signed up for either our in-person or our online training programs. We have 3 training programs we work from. One is our 3-day-a-week. That's typically for our CrossFit athletes or even our teenage weightlifters. It's a good supplement for CrossFit. It's a good foundational course to learn how to lift efficiently for our teenagers. Where we split there is our teenagers don't barbell cycle. It's not important for the sport of weightlifting. Our CrossFit athletes will barbell cycle and learn how to efficiently and safely do that. 2, we have our sports performance. Unfortunately, if you're not in Central Arkansas, this isn't going to be a good fit for you. We really would like and do require our athletes to come into the gym for sports performance. There's a lot of aspects we need to control, a lot of aspects we need to monitor more in person through that program, and that's something that we really will not do online, or not saying we won't do it online. It's not something that we prefer to do online. We do prefer to have that one in person live. And then 3, we have our Olympic weightlifting program. So if you're interested in the sport of weightlifting, either recreationally or competitively, we have a team that is set up. We have 9 sessions a week. We do vary that training for athletes if there's a specific need. We have athletes who have overhead problems. We'll do extra overhead work for them, but generally speaking, we have our base competitive team. It's 9 sessions a week, and you pick, we would request that you do at least 3 to 5 of those sessions. I know not every lifter needs 9, but some do. And so we have 9 available. $30 for our online training that's not coached, and then we have $100 per month that is coached online or coached live. So if you're interested in joining our team, getting into the sport of weightlifting, if you're in Central Arkansas, there's not a better place to come do it than our facility. So shoot us a message, shoot us an email, we'll get you hooked up. We're excited to have more people. Our goal is to spread the sport of weightlifting and to make stronger people, stronger community. And so we are excited to have you come join us. All right, so next time, my name is Zach. I am the coach at Dogtown_Zach on Instagram. Shoot me a message if you've got any questions. Look forward to hearing from you.